Looking for the best board for intermediate surfers? Introducing the Cape Collective Midway. Hey guys, Chris from Stoked for Travel here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before I get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any video goodness. Now today we're going to be talking through the Cape Collective Midway model. We're going to be talking about why it's the perfect surfboard for intermediate surfers, why it's also the perfect addition to any surfer's quiver, whether you're a beginner, intermediate or advanced surfer. We're going to be talking about why I've fallen in love with it, all the aspects of how it's built, and of course heaps of demonstration videos to see what this baby can do. So yeah, let's get started. So who is the Midway perfect for? Well, to be honest, even though I've introduced this as the perfect surfboard for intermediate surfers, the Midway model is actually going to fit in the quiver of quite a lot of surfboards, right through from high-end beginner to advanced surfers as well. For low-end beginner surfers, it's going to give you that length and the foam, especially in kind of the 7.4, 7.6 model. It's going to make catching waves really easy and standing up nice and stable. For the intermediate surfer, it's going to be that lovely transition from a bigger mini mal through to a shortboard range. So you're going to have a lot more performance than your bigger mini mals. You're going to, slim it down a little bit and put a lot more performance in there. And then for the advanced surfer, the fact that you can then go down to like the 7.0 model or even the 6.10 really packs in that performance, especially in small wave days, summer days, anything kind of waist high and upwards is going to be super fun. If you are a more advanced expert surfer as well, this board can handle anything up to probably head and a half and beyond. We've surfed it at some point breaks here around the northern New South Wales coast, and it's handled everything we can throw at it. And yeah, you can chuck it around and get some really critical turns on it too. So yeah, in terms of who it's designed for, it's a really all-round surfboard that's going to suit a variety of levels of surfer. So for all you surfboard nerds out there, let's talk through the tech specs of this board and the specifications on how it's made. Well, to start off with, you've got a really nice light V running from the nose through to the center of the board, and it's followed up with a heavy V through the back third of that board, which is really going to channel that water through that fin setup and give you all your performance. You've also got a double concave running out throughout the whole board as well, which is going to give you a little bit more performance too. When it comes to the rocker, it's a fairly flat rocker, but as you can see, you've got a little bit of lift in the nose there, which is going to give it a nice bit of performance. And then the tail, you can see those double concaves running through the fins, which is really going to channel that water through and give you all your performance and your speed. As you can see from the tail, if I lift it up there as well, it really pulls in quite nicely. Again, that's going to add to the performance of the board, give you those pivot points for those turns, and really liven it up, especially if you've got your feet over the fins and that back third of the board. So yeah, overall really well, nicely built board, single to 2 to 3 layers of glass, so you've got your strength throughout the middle and of course that extra bit of strength over the tail as well. As you can see, the 3-lap resin tint looks absolutely beautiful, especially in the pastel colors that they've been pumping them out in. This one is obviously the mint one, which I really like, but the blue one is also a super popular model and looks pretty sick as well. Now when it comes to the fin setup in the Midway, as you can see, it is a thruster setup with future fin boxes in there. I'm actually using the Future F6 fin. It's a pretty basic fin, but it's doing the job really well. If you really want to get the full performance of this board though, the Future's pivot fin, which is a nice maroon red color, is the ideal fin to slot in that one for peak performance. And I've actually, having ridden it for the last few weeks, I am going to upgrade that fin system, just get those more critical turns in, especially for more intermediate and advanced surfers. If you're a more beginner intermediate surfer, just chuck in the F6s or the F8s depending on your size, is really just going to get you nice and started on board and get the feel of it under your feet. It's going to do everything you want to do. So yeah, Future fins, thruster setup, get those pivot fins in for the performance. If not, the basic Future F6s are ideal. So why do I love the Midway so much? Well, to be honest, it's just a great all-round fun mid-length board. And I think that's the key to this board as well, is the fun aspect. For beginner and intermediate surfers, you're gonna have great fun in the longer models. You're still gonna have the paddle power there, but a little bit more performance. So it's a great bridging gap between, say, a mini mal and a shortboard. For the more advanced surfers and high-end intermediate surfers, it's great small wave board. So coming into summer days, it's gonna be heaps of fun. You're still gonna catch lots of waves, but you've got that performance aspect there as well, and you'll be very surprised at how much speed you can generate and how critical you can make your turns. So yeah, all round just a super fun board. It's my go-to board for a variety of days now, and it's probably actually my most surfboard over the last few weeks as well. So yeah, all round the Midway is just a really fun board. So if you want to get your stoke back into your surfing, you want to just be able to grab a single board for a whole heap of days and know that it's going to handle everything you can throw at it, the Midway is great fun. And there you have it, guys. That's my full review of the Cape Collective Midway model and why I think it's the perfect surfboard for intermediate surfers. If you'd like to learn more about the Midway model or all of the other Cape Collective boards, check out the link in the description below for my full written guide and review of the boards. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.